Hey folks, Dave here, playing some more hockey tonight. Actually, shootout hockey, as I'm using the Shootout Hockey Helper program. I just inputted the 1977-78 Blackhawks and Rockies, and we're going to give it a go tonight. Chicago will be the away team, so welcome to Colorado, as we say. Goalies for tonight for Chicago, Tony Esposito will be in the net. And for Colorado, it'll be Doug Favell. And I'm all dressed up in Colorado because they're the home team. And so here we go. Let me see. I'm going to keep the scoring chances. I got my pen here. I'm going to keep scoring chances off to the side. And then I will use the scoring chances table chart here to determine the amount of shots for that period. So I'm not going to keep track of the shots on the chart here. I'm going to do that at the end of the period. Also, I don't get too crazy with the penalties. I'll put in a couple of minor penalties here and there, but if it really gets nutty with the majors, I don't really go too crazy with that. So I like to get a final score and a box score and not too worried about the penalties. So anyway, I'm playing this my way. You can play it any way you want. I use a hybrid combination of dice and the FAC. So if you click on the card here, you can shuffle the deck and pick up a random card. What I like about this is I believe every time it's a random card, and I really like that. But I still like to roll the dice to get my outcome. And I'm going to be using the dice over here. So see the number 1 in the blue? I'll be ignoring that, and I'll be using the dice here to the right of that to determine my scoring chances and my penalties. And you can see down below here, I have that all squared away. Chicago is 11-16, and Colorado is 61-66. So let's get going here. Let's go back to the 1977-78 season. Esposito, Favell, Blackhawks, Rockies. Next. Here we go. So first thing I like to do, if you haven't played the Shootout Hockey Helper, I have a video on how to set that up. So go check that out. It'll show you how to input the cards and the rosters, and you can play right from here. The Helper is free, and I also have a link there in that video as well. So what I like to do with the hybrid method is I look at the minutes. So there's 3 minutes off the clock. So 1, 2, 3. So I take 3 minutes off the clock. And then I roll the dice. So I use a combination. So I'm going to roll the dice here. And a 56, okay, that is nothing for anybody. So I go right back here. I flip the card. And I get 1 minute off the clock. And then I roll the dice. That's a 33. And that was, almost a penalty for Chicago. They got away with one there. So nothing happening here early in the game. 1 minute off the clock. Let's roll our dice. 23. Nope, nothing yet, folks. Nothing yet. Let's flip the card. As the Rockies playing it tough here at home against the Blackhawks. 3 minutes off the clock. All right, so now we got about a little over 12 minutes to play. Now, if something were to happen, I would generate this right here. So everything would happen at 12:15 on the clock is what it would be. All right, so let's roll the dice here. Any scoring chances? Yes, a 15, so it's a Chicago scoring chance. So now, after I've determined a scoring chance, I go back to the cards, and I'm going to look to see who it is. So for the Blackhawks, D is Darcy Roeder. And then I'm going to see where he's shooting from. Darcy Roeder from the face-off circle. So now I'm going to look right here. Face-off circle is a possible save. So the shot is on net, so there's a scoring chance for Chicago. And now I need to roll for save. The save is 6-12. So can Favell make the huge save? We roll the dice. And a 10 makes the save. So Favell makes the save and hangs on, denying Roeder a scoring chance, or a goal, I should say. Okay, so let's continue on. 1 minute off the clock. We roll the dice. 43. That's a penalty, possible penalty on Colorado. So let's check our penalty A. U and Z3. Oh, we got a lot of U's. So we have what? Gardner with a penalty. So we'll do a Colorado penalty. Paul Gardner picks up a penalty. And we'll call it, we'll give him an elbow. He's going to get 2 minutes. And that is at, we'll give it the 15 seconds that I rolled. And continue. And I'm going to send the box score. So it's a power play for Chicago. Now, I also should include penalties here for Andruff and DeLorme. So if you want, I'll put those in because everybody with a U or Z3 gets a penalty. So I'll put those in for right now. So what do we say? Andruff and DeLorme. So Colorado penalty on Andruff. And again, it's not going to be the correct time. I'll give him interference 2 minutes. So the time is kind of messed up, but you do have to put in a time. So I'll just say, okay. And then the other one was DeLorme picks up a penalty as well. So DeLorme, Ron DeLorme, there he is. In fact, I'm wearing his jersey, number 27. 27, Ron DeLorme. And we'll give him holding at 8:15. So, again, the time is not correct, but the penalty accuracy is there. So, at some point during the period, Colorado has killed off the other 2 penalties is how it works. So, we have 1 minute off the clock, and Chicago is on the power play. So, now, their dice roll is 11-26 in the power play. A 31, they just missed. So, let's take off another minute here. And the final roll on the power play. A 45 is nothing. So the penalty expires. Colorado kills it off. And again, I recorded 3 penalties, but only 1 appears as the power play. The other 2 are just for stat purposes, if you will. That's how the game's designed. I believe that's how it's designed. All right, so 2 minutes now. So we're down to 7 minutes to play in the period. Still no score. 22. No chance for anybody. Low-scoring game here. 1 minute off the clock. Roll the dice. 33. Nothing yet. 2. Down to 4 minutes and change to play in the period. 63. That's a chance for Colorado. All right. So the Rockies with a chance. And it's going to be C. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Colorado. Barry Beck. The defenseman, Barry Beck. Barry Beck for Colorado. He's shooting from the slot. A great chance. Beck moves it in. And no goal. Esposito with the saves. That's a scoring chance for Colorado. But Esposito with a monster save. And we play on as he robs Beck. 44. Ooh, that could be a penalty on Colorado again. And a Z and an X2. So we have an X2 and we have a Z. So Paymont and Beck get penalties. Paymont and Beck at 16:40. So let's go to Paymont. And he'll get a tripping call. What do we say, 40? And Beck. And Beck's a defenseman, so we'll give him a high stick, 2 minutes. And again, these times are just for stat purposes at this point. All right, so it's a power play for the Blackhawks again. So they'll be rolling 11-26 now. So we're going to take 1 minute off the clock. We roll dice. 24, yep, because of the power play, they have a scoring chance. So it's a scoring chance for Chicago. On the power play, X is a guy on the bench. Wow, Harrison. I think that's John Harrison. So they got a guy on the bench out there on the power play. Harrison from the slot. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I go to the previous card? No, I don't think I can. I was looking at the wrong one here because it's a power play, but I'm pretty sure that was a goal. So I might have messed up on that. I was looking at even strength. I should have been looking at power play. So we're going to call that a slot and a goal because they're all goals here anyway. And it would have been a goal here anyway. So we're going to give Harrison the goal. Now let's check our assists. All right, so Harrison, so it's going to be, he's out there on line 1 and D1. For some reason, they had him out there on the power play. So Harrison from Boulder Ave. Harrison from Boulder Ave, and the left D is Wilson. Harrison, Boulder Ave, and Wilson. So let's get a number here. So let's go to a Chicago goal. Harrison. Jim Harrison it was. Goal scored by Jim Harrison. And we said assist to Bolderaff and Wilson. Time of the goal, 17:47. And that was a power play goal. And looks good. So, send to the box score. So, Harrison out there on the power play, as they got a bench player out there, and it's 1-0 Chicago. And that was a power play goal. So, let's check this out here. Oh, no time off the clock. Actually, I do have to take a minute off because of that. Because it's right after the power play. I like to spend a minute. All right. Oh, I gotta roll my dice here. Sorry. Roll my dice. A 43. That could be another Colorado penalty. Oh, boy. A lot of penalties on the home team. W and Y2. So it looks like we have this Suzor guy. So, Colorado penalty. Mark Suzor. And we'll give him a rough at 18:59. How about that? Send to the box score. All right, so it's a power play for Chicago here in the final minute of play. So we're going to roll the dice. A 36. Oh, that could be a penalty on Chicago. R and Z. So we don't have any R's, but we do have a Z. Is it just the one? Is it just Kelly? I think that's actually Bob Kelly, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so it's going to be a Chicago penalty on Kelly. And that's going to be at 19 minutes and 57 seconds. That's at the very end of the period. And Kelly gets a... what are we going to give him? We'll give him a hooking call. 2 minutes. And that kills that. And that ends the period. So let's take a look at our scoring chances after once. Only 2 scoring chances for Chicago. So we're going to roll the dice. And 2 scoring chances with a 6. Ooh, that's actually 14 shots on net for Chicago. So Chicago shots on goal is 14. So 14 shots to Chicago. Colorado with just the 1 scoring chance, and they rolled a 2, so they had 7 shots on net. So Chicago out shooting them 14-7 and lead this one 1-0. So let's go to the second period now. Now both teams. Oh, sorry about that. Let's turn off the sound because it does get kind of loud. I'm going to turn off the sound. All right. So we're in the second period. We're going to roll here once because both teams are short-handed. So they're playing 4-on-4. No, they're even strength, I should have say, man in the box. So 14, Chicago. Chicago scoring chance for Logan, the defenseman. Even strength from the face-off circle. Logan scores. That's a goal for Chicago. That's a scoring chance and a goal for the Blackhawks by Logan, the defenseman. And this was 4-on-4. So let's see. Line 1, D1. So R5, so Bolderaff. So Logan from Bolderaff and Mulvey. Logan from Bolderaff and Mulvey. So Chicago goal. Logan. Bolderaff. And I think we said Mulvey. And this was scored early in the period. So this was scored, we're going to call that about 29 seconds. And that's an even strength goal. Continue sending the box score. So the Blackhawks lead 2-0 now on our first roll of the period. So we'll take that away here. Let's take a look at our box score. And see who scored in this one. So in the first period, it was Jim Harrison on the power play for Chicago. Made it 1-0. And here in a second, Dave Logan from Bolderaff and Mulvey. Even strength, skating 4-on-4. All right, so now it's a Colorado power play because the Colorado penalty has expired. How I know that is Colorado had the first penalty. Chicago got the second one, so that means the next roll was even strength. And then we have the Colorado power play for 1 roll. So here we go. Colorado power play for 1 roll. A 44. No, it could be a Colorado penalty, though. W and Y2. Oh, boy. Souza again. So Souza picks up another penalty. He's just having a bad day here. I'll give him a rough. And we're going to make... I forgot to click that. So that was... Actually, that was 1 minute. 1 minute and 56 seconds. 2 minutes. Alrighty, so I need to flip this down one. So now Chicago's on the power play again. Alright, so we roll the dice. A 46 is nothing. Another minute off the clock. We roll the dice again. And an 11, that's a scoring chance for the Blackhawks. So the Blackhawks pouring it on here. So let me write down another scoring chance for the Blackhawks. Let's see who it is. This is A. This is Boldyrev, Ivan Boldyrev, on the power play. From the blue line, though, and potential save. We need to roll a 6-12. Boldyrev blasted from the blue line through a screen. And an 8 is a save. So a big save there by Favell, keeping the Rockies in this one a little longer. All right, final roll of the power play. 35. That could be a penalty, Chicago. Penalty B. Oh, boy. Z3. But they don't have a Z3. So somebody got away with a major penalty there because they don't have a Z3. And the Rockies are not happy with that. But such is life. So let's continue on. Teams are back to full strength. Because what you do on the power play, you have 2 rolls and the power play's over. That's how that works. So I've already rolled twice, so now we get 2 minutes off the clock. We go back to playing normal. We roll the dice. Even strength. 36. Penalty Chicago. A lot of penalties in this game. V and a Z2. So we got a V. Got a couple of V's, and I don't have a Z2. So Murray and Makita get penalties. So Chicago penalty. Murray and Makita. Murray, I'll give him a high stick. And Makita. Another color, Chicago penalty. Stan Makita. And we'll give him something stupid like a trip. So again, we only enforce one of the penalties, but we record 2 for the stats. All right, so Colorado's on the man advantage. So let's click the clock 1 and roll the dice. Colorado on the man advantage is 16. Shorthanded chance for the Blackhawks. It's going to be M. M is Kelly. Wow. Kelly, shorthanded chance will be from the blue line, and his shot is no goal. So it's turned aside by Favell. Last roll of the power play for the Rockies. A 66, and that's going to be a scoring chance on the power play. So Colorado working it around in the Chicago end. N is Pierce. Pierce with it. Pierce on the power play. From the slot, great chance, Pierce. And he scores. So the Rockies on the board on the power play goal by Pierce. Let's see who helped him out. So it was line 4 out there. So line 4 with D2. Line 4 in D2. So Souza, who's had a lot of penalties, but he got a point in this one. So we said it was Pierce, Souza, and, well, actually we'll give it to everybody here. We'll pick somebody. How about Pyatt? Pierce, Souza, and Pyatt. Colorado goal. Colorado goal. Pierce. Souza and Pyatt. That's who I gave the assist to. At 46. And I believe that was a power play goal. And that's that. And send to the box score. Okay. So 2-1 now. Colorado getting back in it here in the second period. Penalty is over. So we're back to normal gameplay. No minutes off the clock. We roll the dice. A 25. That's nothing. Flip the card again. 1 minute off the clock. Roll the dice. 35. Ooh. Penalty Chicago. A lot of penalties in this game. A T and a Z3. And, oh, we got some T's. We got some T's. Cliff Carl. John Marks. So let's record these penalties. Marks. Marks gets a penalty. We'll give him interference. At 8, we'll go 8:57. And also Cliff Coral gets a penalty. We'll give him a holding call. At, what do we say it was? 57 or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, it was 57. And another T is Savad. Chicago penalty, Savad. And we'll give him a hooking call. And I think that's all the T's I have. 1, 2, 3 T's. No Z3s. All right, so Colorado back on the man advantage. Good chance for them to tie this game up at home in front of the festival crowd. All right, so I'm going to take 1 minute off the clock. Here's our first roll on the power play. A 64. Yep, it's a chance for Colorado. Looking to tie the game. D. Spruce. Spruce. From the slot. Spruce, his shot on Tony Esposito, and he scores. Spruce scoring for Colorado to tie this game at 2-2. Another goal on the power play. So let's take a look at our assists. So Spruce, second line. So line 2 and line 1. Line 2, Spruce from Hudson. And that's it. Spruce from Hudson. So Colorado goal at 06. Power play goal. And it's Spruce from Hudson. And there was no second assist. So Spruce from Hudson, 9:06 power play goal. And this game is tied at 2-2. The Rockies coming back with a couple of power play goals. So let's flip the cards here. 3 minutes. We roll the dice. 44. Oh boy, Colorado penalty. Holy cow, some penalties in this game. That was the 70s. Y and Z. I got a Y. And I got another Y. I'm just going to count the first one. All right, so... Oh, and I got a Z. So, oh, wow. Beck and Van Boxmeer. Oh, boy. Colorado penalty. Beck. Give him a holding call. And we'll do it at 12. 12 even. How about that? And Van Boxmeer also got a penalty. We'll give him a rough. So... Chicago's on the man advantage. Looking to get back in the lead. 13, scoring chance for the Blackhawks on the power play. B, Bully. Bully with it. Bully, from the slot. Perfect chance. Bully beats Favell, and it's a goal for Chicago on the power play. So, Bully is line 3. So line 3 is out there with defensive line 2. So 3 and 2. So Bully from Talon. Bully from Talon and Savad. Chicago goal. Bully from Talon and Savad. And that was at 56, 13:56. A power play goal. And Chicago's up 3-2. Let's take a look at our box score. As Jim Harrison scored the only goal of the first period. It's 1-0 Chicago. We've had 4 goals in this period. Logan, Pierce, Spruce, and Bully all scoring. None of the superstars really scoring in this one. A lot of penalties, though. Look at all the penalties here. Oh, boy. There's some penalties in this game. All right, so let's move on here. Let's flip the card. 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. We're getting through this game now. Late in the second period. 3-2. Chicago. 26 is nothing. 3, 1, 2. So we're in the final minute of play. And we roll the dice. A 33, and that is nothing. And that will be the end of the period. But let me get my shots on net. So let me roll my dice. 1 for Chicago. So they got 4 scoring chances. And they roll the 1, so that's 10 shots. So they'll be up to Chicago shot. Let's see, 10 shots. So they'll have 24 shots on net. So they'll have 24 and a 4. So Colorado had 2 scoring chances. They cashed in on both, I believe, both on the power play. And so if I roll a 4 with a 2, that's 10 shots as well. So that gets them up to 17 shots for the game. So that's what it looks like here if I'm adding up all my numbers correctly. Chicago is shooting 24-17, and we go to the third period. So I think the teams are skating at full strength. Generate some new seconds here. 2 minutes gone. We roll the dice. Colorado trailing here in the third. A 31 is nothing. 1 minute off the clock. Roll the dice. 23. Nope. 1 minute off the clock. 51. Nope, that's nothing. 4 minutes off the clock. That's what Chicago wants, to kill this clock. Get out of here with a road win. Uh-oh, possible penalty on Colorado. Y and X2. I got an X2. And I got a Y in the reserve. So I'm just going to go with these guys here. So I got, I'm reading everything. So Paymont and Van Boxmeer are going to get penalties. So Colorado penalty. Colorado penalty. Paymont and Van Boxmeer. Interference at 38. And Paymont also got a penalty. I'll give him interference. And there we go. All right, so power play now for the Blackhawks. 66. Uh-oh, shorthanded chance for Colorado. Looking to tie this up shorthanded. Who's got it? A. Paymont's in the box, so I got to find somebody else. D. Spruce. Spruce. Shorthanded will be blue line, and shorthanded is no goal. Scoring chance denied. Tony Esposito with a nice save for the Blackhawks. All right, so it's the last roll of the power play now. And 53 is nothing, so they've killed the penalty successfully. 2 off the clock. Oh, wrong. I got to roll the dice. A 45 is nothing. Time ticking away, though. 2 minutes. 6 minutes to play. A 14 scoring chance for Chicago. Looking for some cushion here. M. Kelly with it. Kelly from the blue line. And he scores. Holy smoke, Kelly. With a blast that beats Favell. And Kelly makes it 4-2. That's the fourth line coming through with a second line defense out there. So Kelly is his own left wing. And the left D is Russell. So Kelly from Russell, Chicago goal. Kelly from Russell. And that is an even strength goal at 13:26. And it's now 4-2 Chicago as they pull away from the Colorado Rockies here in Denver. I think that's where they played. 3. Uh-oh. And 54. 54 is nothing. All right. All right, 1 minute off the clock. We're going to take the goalie out. We're down by 2. We're going to take the goalie out. All right, and what I like to do is we can do a couple things here. We could look at the sixth man here and see if it was a goal, or we could actually play some power play numbers here. I'm going to stick with the card, and we're just going to look at the sixth number over here. And that is nothing, so we take a minute off the clock. Nothing. Final roll of the game. Oh, and that's a goal. That's a goal for Colorado. Let's see who scored it. It's not going to matter, but they got the goal there. So Contini scores. Contini is the fourth line or the second line. Contini from Payet. Contini, Payet, and Pierce, that entire line. Contini, Payet, and Pierce. So we got a Colorado goal. Contini, Payet, and Pierce at 19:13. Even strength with the empty net. All right, so 4-3. But time does expire. I gave it an extra roll at the end like I normally do, but that would be the last roll of the game. So they scored late, and they will not score again. So let's check our final shots on net. Chicago only had one scoring chance, and that gives them, holy cow, 11. 11 shots, so that should get them up to 36. And Colorado had two scoring chances with a 6, and they have 14 shots. So they will end up with 31, I believe, because they got 2 goals. I'll look at the 1 goal. Hang on a sec. So 17 and 14 is 31. And that's that. So that is the final. 4-3 Chicago, 36-31 the shots on net. That is our final score. And Tony Esposito played 60 minutes. And this guy played 60 minutes. Favell. Actually, he played, they took him out with 2 minutes left. So, how do I change that? Oh, boy. That screwed up. Oh, I messed up that. Oh, well. We'll give it, it does go to 58. There we go. And then we'll go, I can put 0 in for this guy. Oh. 0. Okay, let me get this straight here. Huh. There we go. Oh, that was kind of weird. All right, so let's send that to the box score. And let's check our box score one last time. And here it is. So we played at Colorado. Chicago hangs on for the 4-3 win. A lot of penalties in this game, as you can see. Colorado rally just falls short. Tony Esposito and Doug Favell were our goalies. Let me take a look at some of the stats here. So who got the goals here? So Bully and Kelly and Harrison, some unknowns for Chicago. Spruce, Contini, and Pierce. A lot of penalties over here. Souza had 4, Van Boxmeer and Beck all with some penalties. And so that's that. So anyway, well, that's the final score here from Colorado. Hope you enjoyed our game as we use the Shootout Hockey Helper and just had some fun playing this old hockey game between Chicago and Colorado. I'm Dave. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.